Good day, my name's Ed McFerran. By now you've probably seen a number of our videos. You're probably tired of seeing my ugly face at this point. Well, congratulations. This is the final video that you may view as we end our representation of you in your tax deferred exchange. This video link accompanies the final letter from our company. The final letter from our company gives you and your accountant everything that you need to give to your accountant in order to properly report the tax deferred exchange. You see, there's a form for tax deferred exchanges with the Internal Revenue Service, not to bore you, but it's form number 8824, and it is a little bit difficult to fill out, and it does require that you have outside counsel. We do highly encourage that in the year to which you do a tax deferred exchange, that you do not attempt to do your own tax return, that you do not attempt to use TurboTax. It is a year that you should have your tax return prepared by an outside service provider, whether it be a CPA or any other competent party, in order to complete your tax return. The Form 8824 does need a skill set that any CPA will have, but it is well beyond the scope of most software programs. So we do not encourage you to do your own tax return in the year to which you complete a tax deferred exchange. We are operating under the safe harbor rules for your tax deferred exchange, which means that we are pre-approved as long as we've met all of the timelines associated with your tax deferred exchange. If you haven't received a formal letter from us during the course of your exchange indicating that you have not met those time periods, you can assume that we have completed a safe harbor tax deferred exchange, which means that it is pre-approved by the Internal Revenue Service. In the materials that we have in our letter, your CPA or tax accountant will pick from that group of materials the necessary information that he or she needs in order to complete your tax return. Let's refresh memories. As we indicated in our previous video, when do we have to file tax returns? Of course, we all know that tax returns need to be filed by April 15th of the year following our year of actual operations. We have the opportunity to extend to October, but we always need to know that your tax deferred exchange will always be reported in the year after the event constituting the sale of the relinquished property. If your relinquished property sold in a particular year, that is the year for purposes of reporting your tax deferred exchange. Even though your relinquished property closed in one year and your replacement property may very well have closed in the following year, it is incumbent upon you to realize that you're going to report that tax deferred exchange in the year to which your relinquished property closed. Also, on a cautionary note, please keep in mind it is important that you not file your tax return until you have completed the acquisition of your replacement property. This is probably an overabundance of caution for us. If you have a transaction that fit into that category, you probably have received a formal letter from us. You've probably received another letter that was sent to you, certified mail, return receipt requested, because it cautioned you to make sure that you did not file your tax return until you acquired the replacement property. As a cautionary note, if you're listening to this video, make sure that you have not filed your tax return until your replacement property closes. If you file your return too soon, your exchange fails. And that's something that we don't want, something that you don't want either. The closing formal letter is something that you need merely provide your tax accountant. It has all the necessary information that he or she will need in order to complete your tax return. This is all part of our overall service to you. With this, we are closing our file in this matter. We do inform you that we do not retain paper documents in our file system. We do retain, for a period of 6 years, electronic copies of all documents associated with your transaction. If you are looking for copies of documents, you must request those copies from us at the time that you receive the final letter. Keep in mind, however, the final letter also includes corresponding copies of the appropriate and pertinent documents for your transaction. If there are other documents that you need, keep in mind those documents will not be saved in paper form. They will be destroyed contemporaneous with our sending out of this letter, and we will only retain an electronic copy, and that electronic copy will only be held in our file for a period of 6 years from the date of this letter, upon which at that point in time the electronic file will no longer be there. We've appreciated the opportunity of being service. You probably got tired of listening to videos from me, but our overall goal is to help, along with our staff, to provide a vehicle so that you can have a wonderful opportunity to save some tax dollars. Good day.